Tonight, a congressional race in the national spotlight. Only Channel 2 Action News brought you both candidates for Georgia's 6th District live in a primetime debate.
I will be a fresh, independent voice for this community, putting its best interests first.
You know my record. You know that I have gotten the job done.
Their answers to your questions and live Team 2 coverage, undecided voters give us their take on tonight's debate.
Live, local, late breaking. This is the Channel 2 Action News Night Beat. Coverage you can count on.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jovita Moore.
I'm Justin Farmer, and what a night. A major night in the race for the 6th Congressional District. And tonight, the eyes of Georgia and a nation focused here in our studios as the candidates faced off for the first live primetime debate. There were a lot of common themes and a couple of heated exchanges, too.
And I will not be lectured by you or anyone else.
That's why we need an independent voice in Washington, not someone like Secretary Handel.
Some tense moments during the WSB TV 6th District debate between Republican Karen Handel and Democrat Jon Ossoff. In the first and only live primetime runoff debate, it was a rare chance for voters to hear in depth from the candidates on the major issues. On health care, Karen Handel said the current system under Obamacare is collapsing. Ossoff stressed keeping protections for pre-existing conditions.
But Secretary Handel supports a bill that would gut the protections for Americans with pre-existing conditions.
My sister has a pre-existing condition. She was born without an esophagus. And for you to suggest that I would do anything that would negatively affect her is absolutely outrageous.
Throughout the hour, Handel cited what she calls Ossoff's lack of experience. Ossoff called Handel a career politician. Things heated up again when the candidates questioned each other.
So, John, I guess what I would like to know is exactly who are you going to vote for in this election?
Ossoff said he's been transparent and that he grew up in the 6th District but currently lives outside of it while he supports his fiancée while she finishes medical school. Ossoff questioned Handel about her time with the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
If you were committed to going in and defunding breast cancer screenings at Planned Parenthood, why did you take the job in the first place?
I was tasked by the CEO and chairman of the board to develop options for how the organization could disengage from Planned Parenthood.
Now, people across the country are watching this race none more closely than the voters in the 6th.
It covers parts of Cobb County, North Fulton, and DeKalb counties. Tonight, several supporters for each candidate gathered to watch the debate on Channel 2. Channel 2's Carl Willis continues our live Team 2 coverage tonight from Roswell. Carl.
Plenty to take away tonight. We actually watched the watch party with both sides just to get a feel for the energy and to see the reactions firsthand as these two candidates finally went at it face to face. The first and only primetime debate between the candidates vying to represent the 6th District in Congress is in the books, and the reaction to each candidate's performance just as varied as the candidates themselves.
I think she's got her gloves off, and she's beginning to pummel him.
He had substance and actual, real problem-solving ways to work and take care of the 6th.
We split time between two watch parties on one side with the women's group Pave It Blue in Roswell as they cheered on Jon Ossoff.
He seemed like he was open to working across the aisle. That's what we really need.
Karen Handel supporters at the Cobb GOP headquarters say they believe that she gave a strong showing Tuesday night.
Absolutely, because he has tap danced around it the entire time he's been at the podium.
Despite visits and tweets from Republican leaders, Handel supporters pushed back against efforts to make her one and the same with the Republican national leaders, including the president.
I've been proud that Karen has taken a stance with where she disagrees with Trump at.
And Ossoff supporters fighting off rally cries that he's just not from the 6th.
That law was changed to suit Newt Gingrich so that he could live out of the district and represent this very district.
We need to answer this call about the current administration and their attack on civil rights and civil liberties.
I think they're going to find that in the 6th District, we hold our line. We know who we are. We know what we stand for.
And we'll soon find out if tonight translates to any kind of a bump for either candidate in a race that right now is a dead heat. Reporting live in Roswell, Carl Willis, Channel 2 Action News, Night Beat.
All right, Carl, thank you. And joining us now is Channel 2's political reporter, Richard Elliott. You were right there in the studio asking questions during the debate. So do you believe that each candidate accomplished what they wanted to or needed to accomplish tonight.
I think they did. I think it didn't take long for any of us to figure out exactly what their themes were going to be for this debate. John Ossoff, he tried to label Karen Handel as a, quote, career politician, a phrase he used many, many times. We heard, tried to show that he could be an independent congressman. At the same time, Karen Handel tried to label John Ossoff as a puppet of Nancy Pelosi, again, a phrase we heard over and over and over again. She tried to show that he was going to be beholden to the liberal establishment. I think both of them hit those marks that they tried to establish. The debate, to me, started a little bit slow, kind of like a couple of boxers who we heard that one sound bite, they landing punches, like boxers circling a ring, and about 10 or 15 minutes into it, particularly when we got to the part that included the Susan G. Komen, that's when it really began to pick up, and I think both sides began to land some of their punches. To me, John Ossoff seemed more polished and more smooth. At the same time, I thought Karen Handel seemed a lot more passionate about her subjects. I do think they've given voters in the 6th District an awful lot to think about for the next 2 weeks.
All right. Richard, thank you for being here with us tonight.
Sure.
Thank you, Richard. Now more details on the congressional race. Early voting underway, and it continues until the 16th. Election Day will be 2 weeks from today, June 20th, the Tuesday. Watch the entire debate again, or see it for the first time at WSB TV's Facebook page right now. We also have a website dedicated to keep you informed on the election. It's called 6thdistrictdebate.com.
Developing